Tinubu seeks help of Senegalese presidents to bring Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso back to ECOWAS. The news in detail, please. President Bola Tinubu has appealed to his Senegalese counterpart Bassirou Faye to join him in persuading Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso to return to the fold of ECOWAS Community of the West African State, ECOWAS. The three countries had withdrew from ECOWAS in January following sanctions imposed on their countries after the military took over their governments. The three military rulers of the three countries announced their immediate withdrawal in a joint statement. They have refused to return to the regional bloc despite the lifting of the sanctions. Tinubu, who is the chairman of ECOWAS, appealed to his much younger Senegalese counterparts to join the bid to persuade the three countries to return to the regional bloc. The Nigerian president referred to them as those other brothers. As the chairman of ECOWAS, I'm inviting you to collaborate and meet those other brothers to persuade them to come back to the fold, the Nigerian president said when he received Faye at the presidential villa Abuja on Thursday. Tinubu, however, emphasized that democratic governance, democratic values, and constitutional order are sacrosanct and must be protected. But how can we work for our people and make them focus on our democracy if we are violating the rule of law and promoting unconstitutional takeover of the government? The Nigerian president added that critical institutions and precepts like the judiciary and the rule of law must be respected and observed for the sustenance of democracy. Constitutional democracy is what Senegal proved to the rest of the world and Africa. It is a joy to have you here to meet the hope and aspiration of our youth. You fit in perfectly well. A critical time it is in the history of constitutional democracy, particularly in West Africa. What you have embarked upon, a struggle couched in freedom, is remarkable, Tinubu said. In addition, the Nigerian president called for a common front among African nations in the fight against challenges of terrorism and human trafficking bedwelling them. He said that West African nations must realign their purpose and structure to effectively address the challenges confronting the region, such as terrorism, banditry, human trafficking, and poverty. He advised that leaders in the region must make the people the point of convergence in governance in order to achieve the essence of democratic governance. Tinubu described Nigeria and Senegal as brotherly nations, recounting both countries' long history of cooperation. We must partner to make our people the focus of our democratic commitment. Your belief in the sovereignty of Africa is shared by all of us. We will continue to work together. We share good backgrounds and we will continue to embrace and promote democratic governance. We must be able to partner and build the freedom we believe in economic growth, development and other spheres of governance, the president said. In his remarks, Faye acknowledged Nigeria and Senegal's shared values, ideas, and challenges, emphasizing that both nations have always had good relations since the 1960s. The good relation we have and the relation between our private sector should be beneficial to our country, he said. The Senegalese president called for the reactivation of the Nigeria-Senegal Joint Commission to strengthen bilateral relations across the areas of diplomacy, trade, and other spheres. Speaking on ECOWAS, the Senegalese president said that Tinubu's wisdom and experience, relations among member states could be strengthened for the advancement of the community. ECOWAS is the beacon of successful regional integration in Africa and globally. It is something we owe to the founding fathers of the community, and I have no doubt that you want to continue this legacy of integration. I know I can rely on your wisdom and experience as the leader of this great African nation, and the more recent example of Senegal, so that together, hand in hand, we can grow together and we can discuss with our brothers and convince them to come back into the fold, to come back and share our common democratic values and what we stand for. Your wisdom and your democratic values should be an asset to that vision, and my youth and determination can also be an asset. United, we are stronger. Faced with common challenges such as human trafficking, migrant smuggling, and all other challenges, we need to show resolve to confront these challenges so that economically we can thrive and satisfy the wishes of our people, Faye said. Is Faye not the young man, the youth? Is Faye not the youth of, what's it called? I say the youth, the young president, Senegalese president, who is quite young. They follow and they speak all this kind of big English. Eh? What does it tell you? To me, Faye coming to Nigeria, it is just as if, as in, it is words and opposites. Imagine somebody from an African country, from West African country, I think, Senegalese, right? Senegalese follow for West Africa. I want to believe so. And then their president, they how many years old? See how young it is. See how, if he decide to tour the world now, say one go find investors, my dear, he go get them in a shorter period of time than you. Eh? Now wow. Now what? Like I said, each of them sit down. They say anything, words and opposites. We are still in the business of having people who are looking like they are getting closer to their grave, making the person present. All this thing where they talk. Say them good one. My baby grandma them blow after them do finish. Now they tell them, may they come aside, may they come speak to the other communities. If not me, I no go even follow those ones talk anything. Whether those people like it or not, they're enjoying themselves. Those community now, they don't come complain to Nigeria and say help us. They never come. For that reason, they do it in the good governance and they do it in Nigeria. When you first of all start to sanction them, you don't know. I don't think those people will ever come back. Oh. I don't think so. Making just redeem mind, say those people, they no go come back and they no go come back. So making no they wasting time, they talk about them. They talk about waiting the for front. That is my own making talk about waiting the for front. Gone are the days you intimidate the small country, yes. Waiting ways intimidate them. In fact, some of them even better pass you. Saying a light, I mean, some things we then get. As those people now they tell me they can't join. Waiting be the gain of them joining the Ecowas. Let me say you could come they impose on them sanction upon sanction. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen until I come your way next time. Enjoy the rest of your day.